During holiday travel, some people get delirious.
Taxi!
Some get delayed. And some get Del Griffin.
American Light and Fixture, Director of Sales, Shower Curtain Ring Division.
Neil Page got all three.
I was on my way home to spend a nice holiday with my family. Instead, I'm in a motel bed with a stranger.
So instead of Thanksgiving with his family, he's spending 3 days with the turkey.
Two happy clams just whistling down the road.
Flintstones, meet the Flintstones, they're the Marconi family.
Paramount Pictures presents
Wilma!
Steve Martin,
You ever been to Hawaii?
Yeah.
You see Don Ho while you were there?
See the second show, that's the best one.
Is that right?
Yeah.
John Candy,
Why are you holding my hand? Where's your other hand? Between two pillows. Those aren't pillows.
in a new film by John Hughes. Planes, trains, and automobiles.
See that Bears game last week? Yeah, hell of a game, hell of a game.
The losers are at it again. DJ, Matt and Justin sitting around their Thanksgiving table to do another movie commentary. Those f***ers are doing another half-assed commentary. Anyone else getting tired of their voice? I wonder. Killer turkeys from outer space? Holy shit, how about Thanksgiving? Or that one with Bill Cosby stuffing the turkey with his Wait, they're doing planes, trains, and automobiles? That's one of my favorite films. I guess I'll be nice this time of year. I'm grateful for the gang at Simplistic Reviews. Oh, screw it. Them.
Welcome to the Simplistic Reviews commentary of my favorite Thanksgiving movie. Do they even have Thanksgiving?
I don't think there's a lot of Thanksgiving movies made.
I'm calling this my favorite Thanksgiving movie, the Thanksgiving movie of all Thanksgiving movies. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. I'm joined by Justin Polizzi and Matthew Stewart. How you guys doing?
It's a pleasure.
Wait, no, I like Dutch too.
See, is that a Thanksgiving movie? I think it's a Christmas movie.
Is it? I don't know.
Yeah,
is it Christmas or Thanksgiving?
We gotta do that. We'll just do Dutch next. Okay, fine. We'll do Dutch next.
Well, these are both John Hughes type movies, so.
Yes.
Well,
this is a John Hughes movie.
Yes, that's true. We are going to start playing. We're all at the 000 mark. So anybody listening at home, if you want to sync up to us, when I say give you a countdown, you will be in sync with us, and you get to hear our ramblings over one of the best Steve Martin and one of the best John Candy movies of all time.
Best Steve Martin movie? Wow.
it's one of the best films of all time.
Steve Martin
Period.
says it's his favorite movie of all of his films. So
Wow.
I'm going to give you a countdown of 3, 2, 1. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, play.
Gobble, gobble, gobble.
Gobble, gobble. Paramount.
You're an airplane coming in.
It's Steve Martin who, for him to say that, you got to look at his filmography. It is amazing.
Yeah.
So,
I mean
there's a Pink Panther thrown in there. But,
I think it's because this film
Pink
has a
Panther
lot of
is a
heart
jerk.
to it. It really is.
Not an actual jerk, the movie The Jerk.
I have not seen this movie in a
I call
very
this
long
movie
time,
Sucker
so
Punch because this is the movie where before there was a Sucker Punch.
I have not
where
seen this movie in probably about 10 years.
On the surface, seems like a straight up just slapstick comedy, and it is. But man, oh man! All of a sudden, this movie takes a turn.
Look at that art deco.
I like that watch a lot.
Love that coat.
People had style in the 80s.
They had a lot of things in the 80s.
Oh, yeah. Well, you had to do a lot of cocaine to dress that way.
I still do, and it doesn't help.
Justin, you're the John Hughes guy. What could you say about John Hughes in regards to this movie compared to his others?
The man could understand certain things.
Ferris Bueller's Dead.
Yeah.
Sorry. Guess that's what I meant.
It is nice to think that that there's a crossover right here.
There's a whole bunch of Ferris Bueller guys running around this movie. I like to think it's the same universe.
It very well could be.
Yeah, and you got another character that will be coming up in the streets soon.
Yes, sir.
From John Hughes. They're having a baby.
Oh, okay.
Or We're Having a Baby.
I think We're Having a Baby. The Kevin Bacon movie, right?
Kevin Bacon, yeah.
I love this Hudsucker Proxy office of his.
Yes.
Yeah, but talking about John Hughes, he just understood. I mean, as a director and writer, everything about him, he just seemed to understand everything to a certain point beyond that anyone else can. Like, shot-wise, picking the right actors, the dialogue, understanding, what teens were going through with their parents and whatnot. It just comes out throughout all his movies. Just the understanding. And I think that's what happens is when you watch this movie, especially the ending, it hits you. This is like one of the first movies that ever made me tear up when I watched it at the end.
Definitely.
Because it understood exactly what emotions were and it played to that.
This is like his... Yeah. This is kind of like his... all those other movies that appeal to teenagers. This is like the first one I remember that appeals to like grown-ups.
Yeah, this is like probably one of the only movies I've ever seen in John Hughes where it doesn't deal with some like teenage angst. It's more like adult angst, I guess, or like
exactly. Yeah.
You don't see that. You never really saw that from John Hughes, but that showed you how great of a director he was, where he could understand both sides of the coin. And there you go, Kevin Bacon.
Look at that hair. Look at that fucking hair, man.
Hell yes.
Kevin Bacon is people wonder why there's a 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon and it works. It's because in the 80s, Kevin Bacon was in every film. It didn't matter. Every single film had Kevin Bacon in it somewhere.
If you made a film without Kevin Bacon, you didn't make a film.
You didn't make a film. They didn't. The MPAA was like, look, there's not enough Kevin Bacon in this movie. We're not going to give you a rating unless you put Kevin Bacon somewhere in the background.
Yes.
Mention bacon.
Yeah, somebody has to cook bacon, talk bacon, be bacon.
Is this the? Remind me. I'm drawn from my old knowledge. Is this one of the only R-rated John Hughes movies, or how many R-rated John Hughes are there?
Well, Breakfast Club was R-rated.
This is like a dirty movie.
Yeah.
Some shit goes on in this movie that's not the. This ain't Ferris Bueller, okay? Ferris Bueller's amazing, but it ain't Ferris Bueller, man.
Well, this deals with almost like adult problems, you know what I mean? It's like Ferris Bueller's, kid problems. I don't like school, I skip school and shit like that. This is like, I'm fucking surly as hell, and I'm not very happy at all. a lot of very dark angst in this film.
Makes me want to move to Chicago, though.
And that's another thing. He understood the city, too. He understood how to shoot in a big city that wasn't New York. I mean, every movie he did took place in or around Chicago or something to do with Chicago, and he just understood the architecture and how to make the shots. He knew how to compose the shots well and make the city like a part of the film.
Mm-hmm. Look at that hat. It's Steve Martin here, man. It's very strange to see me watch a Steve Martin film in the 80s where he's kind of the straight man. Yeah. Most of the time, he's the crazy one. At Dirty Rotten Scoundrels and The Jerk, and he's usually the crazy one.
Yeah. And see, I'd be pissed off, too, if I was Steve Martin. I'm getting my shit fucking jacked. Some fucking attorney just fucking shystered me out of fucking $75. I mean, I'm fucking pissed.
Do we consider this, guys? Do we consider this the best road trip movie ever? I mean,
yes.
Is there any? I mean, there is no road trip movie. There is no road trip movie named Road Trip without Road Trip.
Yeah.
Without Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Yeah. This is
Road Trip is a good movie.
Yeah.
Yes.
That said, it's not.
This is the prototype for all other road trip movies.
Due Date is essentially cribbing all of this
exactly.
Oh, yeah. I hate that movie.
And it has Robert Downey Jr. in it, so you got to understand how Due Date is essentially the negative, if there's like a film negative of this movie.
Yeah. Which there were parts about Due Date that I actually do like. I like when he spits in the dog's face. That's one of my
like when he
parts.
punches the kid in the stomach. I like that.
Yeah, that's funny.
We like all the deplorable shit in that.
Yeah, I like the horrible fucking shit.
Okay, here comes my favorite part of this whole film. Okay, not my favorite part, my second favorite part.
Oh, you ever have one of those?
Oh no, it's not. I'm way ahead. I haven't seen this movie in so long. Every time I see him next to a travel agent, you know what part I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, that's coming.
I always get anxious because I love that part.
That's got to be one of the best scenes in a comedy that's like you don't expect it to happen, but when it does happen, it's fucking because everybody wants to say that shit to a fucking piece of shit travel agent, or ticket booker, customer service person.
It might be the most iconic. It might be one of my favorite Steve Martin moments, and I'm talking billions of shit he's done. It may be one of my favorite Steve Martin moments of all time. We'll get there. Is he in Chicago? It says New York Telephone.
He's in Chicago. I believe he is. I don't know.
It says New York Telephone on the fucking thing. It says New York, New York. We were completely off.
Wow. Sorry, people. I recant everything I said before about John Hughes really knows how to shoot in Chicago. It's like, motherfucker, he's in New York.
I was wondering that because the license plate did say New York.
It's like this.
I get hung up on dumb shit. I have to re-record that. Or just beep out everything I say in that whole scene.
Yeah. You haven't mentioned John Candy yet.
No. That fucking mustache.
Look at that stash. I need you guys to find me the book Canadian Mounted. I need you to find it immediately, please. I want to know what's going on in that book.
I like that. I like that little throw-in. He's Canadian Mounted. It works so well. And how the fuck could you be mad at John Candy? Look at this guy. What a jolly fuck.
The thing about John Candy makes him amazing. I think he has chemistry with any of his co-stars in any film he's ever done. I mean, his chemistry with Steve Martin's amazing. His chemistry with Bill Pullman, amazing. His chemistry with Rick Moranis, amazing. He always has great fucking chemistry with everybody. I don't understand it's one of the things I missed about him.
Well, he's a scene stealer. Like, soon as it doesn't matter what kind of movie it is. If John Candy's in it, it's just automatically awesome. Really, I mean, he attracts your attention, and he's just full of just greatness. He's a bundle of joy.
What's that movie?
And that's what gets to you.
What's
because
that movie
look at
where
him, he's acting.
Yeah. Where he's like a police officer, and he is it Only the Lonely? I think it's Only the Lonely.
With his mother. Only the Lonely is with him and Ali Sheedy, and he's the cop in Chicago, and his mother. His mother.
Yeah. I love that movie.
That movie's underrated.
Yeah. Pardon me, I'm a douchebag. This is essentially shot for shot the scene from fucking Due Date.
Yes.
It's the same fucking scene.
There's a lot of side-by-side comparisons that Due Date stole.
Now, who's in the wrong here? Steve Martin or the person here? I can't. It gets to me.
I'm telling you, when you deal with there's two people you don't fuck with: the government and airline stewardesses. If you fuck with any of those two people, you're fucked. They'll put your ass in a fucking cage under the plane if it's up to them. As we're shooting this, America's in a polar recording this. America's in a polar vortex, exactly like this movie.
Yeah.
Buffalo is like 17 inches of snow.
Yeah.
Shower curtain ring division.
I love that. I want that.
After you've seen this movie and you rewatch it after knowing the secret of this film, I don't know why you would listen to this commentary if you haven't seen this movie already. It makes it way more sad. It's so sad. Like, oh man, the shit he's going through. The sucker punch of the movie hurts me because he is so fucking believable and likable.
And that's an interesting thing too, because it's somewhat of an interesting twist at the end that really hits you, and you think it would ruin the movie, like it's a one-shot movie and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
But no matter what, every time in November, I'm always watching this movie.
Yeah.
And it's almost like I kind of forget the ending, and it hits me again every time. Yeah, that's like something I think M. Night would love to know how to do, because once he does his twist, it's kind of...
I don't want to imagine...
What's the purpose of watching it again?
Do you want to imagine watching an M. Night Shyamalan movie with John Candy and Steve Martin? Could you get... It'd be
It'd be weird. It's like, oh, they're both ghosts.
They're getting killed by plants, and one of them has an arm bigger than the other, and
Then they live in a village.
And they live in a village.
Yeah.
One goes to outer space and has no emotions.
The whole movie was a movie.
That's the twist. It is actually a film. We're watching a film in a film.
I guess I'll say I'm lucky enough that I've never been in these situations where I'm the Steve Martin character, and I end up being surrounded by people that are just like this. You know what I mean? Like, I'm lucky enough to not have.
Yeah, this is my life. This is every day for me.
I've had this
riding a fucking plane next to the ghost of John Candy and that other guy who's probably dead too.
It'd be funny if that old guy wasn't dead.
Oh yeah, it's like, I outlived John Candy.
I was 20 years older than him. No, Wichita, Connecticut.
Yeah, I know.
Fuck other Wichita.
I guess you would ask that question in fairness. I guess there are multiple Wichitas, but how many?
Is
Wichitas
there multiple Wichitas?
And you just woke up, so you're not really thinking.
Yeah, that could be that too. Why does the thing next to his face? It looked like a dick that was right next to his phone. It looked like a dick that was like scratched into the wood.
Maybe it was.
Maybe it was.
John Hughes does have good dick humor.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, here's the thing.
Hey.
The old guy, he did die in 2010, so he did outlive.
Oh my God, he did outlive John Candy. Wait a minute, he lived to 2010?
Yeah, he was 96 years old.
Okay.
Jesus Christ, I think he was 96 years old when he filmed this movie. This movie isn't young. This movie didn't come out last week. He was like 20 years old.
He almost outlived me.
Oh my God. Barely outlived him, Justin. You barely outlived that guy.
Barely.
There goes your boy, Bueller.
Ben's done.
It's almost like
it's like everybody from all the John Candy movies ever is in this movie.
Because people give Christopher Nolan a lot of shit for having the same actors in the same movie. Dude, directors have been doing this for billions of years.
Yeah.
Hey, if it works, it works. I mean, if it seems like it's out of place, then that's a problem.
You make a film, you make them with people.
Never sounds out of place.
When you make a film, you make them with people you trust. That's why you see shit
of
like
course.
that.
It brings the same amount of, like, it's just the same chemistry and the same, you're going to get the same quality performance time in and time out. Especially when you want to work with a director that you like. That fucking hat is awesome.
It's great, man.
It looks like it's just a giant, like pancake.
It looks like an armrest in a car.
Yeah, it does. There you go. Or the headrest, the armrest, whatever rest.
I know this is just me keep on shitting on Due Date, but I think the difference is John Candy's annoying is believable annoying. Whereas Zach Galifianakis is annoying. Yeah, it was way like, come on, nobody's this fucking stupid.
Well, Galifianakis is like
over the top. It's
like stoner over the top.
This car is over the top, but
yeah, well, that's what they have in Wichita, fucking Kansas.
I got one car. Teen
Wolf. Oh, fucking, what's his name?
This is the motel. We're in the motel.
How does John Candy find the goodness in everybody?
Never know.
He got hydros. He got hydros in it. It's so amazing.
He is one actor that every time you watch, you do miss.
Yeah. I mean, I'm telling you, he could make any shitty movie better just by being in it. Few actors nowadays can pull that off.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there were ever many actors if there was an actor like John Candy.
Mm-mm. His successor was it Chris Farley? I guess is his big comic.
But he was more manic, though. I mean, that's the thing. I think he was inspired a lot, but I'd still take John Candy over Chris Farley.
No. That's not even close. Even Farley would take Candy, but it's just He's always comes from a place of honesty. Like, I believe this guy exists. I could see this guy.
Yeah.
There's characters Chris Farley plays was like, I've never. It's hilarious, but I this guy does not exist in my universe. There's no guys walking around doing that.
Well, I think it's the thing too with John Candy. He grew up in that era, that Canadian humor era, and also like the Harold Ramis era, the Bill Murray era, that era that you'll never see again either.
Mm-hmm.
Comes the pillow scene.
Oh, the pillow scene.
It's only one bed.
Way Steve play. This is great. Just great use of camera. There's everything about this is just fucking hilarious.
When a shot makes you laugh.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
Mm-hmm. Now, why the fuck is he dusting up there? Who gives a shit at this point?
Because he's not trying to keep looking at that bed.
And
he's avoiding the inevitable.
How much of this do you think is improv? John Hughes was kind of like, look, guys, you have a room with one bed. I'm not writing any script for this. You're going to fucking come up with something cold.
I don't know. Every time I hear people about improving in movies, it seems like it's a lot less than we think it is. When I hear interviews about it, especially
with Hughes, he was really, it had to go against the script. Like, you had to really do what was written on the paper.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He was a real stickler for that.
I guess makes
and
me
rightfully
wonder,
so. I mean, he understood it. I mean, DJ, you've been on a set before, and actors want to do their own thing, and it's like, what are you talking about? That makes no sense whatsoever.
Yeah.
I mean, usually it's that's why you have the rehearsal time, and
right.
Especially if you're working with
do what's on the paper first, and then we'll do a second. We'll do another take with you, improv.
But, yeah.
And if you're working with a genius,
case,
like
that's
Hughes,
why I asked about this movie. Like, you have two probably top 15 comedians that we've seen in our lifetime, I would say. Mm-hmm. And normally with the John Hughes movie, he's dealing with younger people that may not be as experienced, but these are like legends.
The best of the best, yeah.
So it's kind of like you would think he would, even if he is a stickler, there is more leeway with two people like John Candy and Steve Martin.
Yeah, I'm sure a little bit more than normal.
I think respect comes into play because it's not like if this is. I always hear that story about Bruce Willis who says, "Hey, if it's not a director I respect, I just do my own shit." But if it's somebody like fucking
shitting all over Kevin Smith,
Kevin Smith. so if it's somebody like John Hughes, who I'm sure Steve Martin and John Candy at this time was like, this guy's fucking the voice of a generation. I mean, we'll talk about whatever things we're gonna do. This scene right here, one of the great scenes in cinema history. Share a bed with John Candy.
With a complete stranger. Like, he can murder you.
He can just fucking,
he
can do whatever the fuck he wants to. He's bigger than you.
Yeah.
You turn your back to him.
It's a shame John Candy is in this movie. It's a shame, because Bill Cosby was in it. We could make a whole bunch of jokes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, he would have been roofied him. He would have roofied him maybe like 20 minutes ago. But we wouldn't hear about it until 20 years later, though. Steve Martin wouldn't say anything about it.
I was embarrassed.
I'm sorry, Janice Dickinson. I'm sorry. That was offensive. I apologize.
Nothing fucking gets this guy down.
What was his plan, you think?
Who?
Candies?
Candy's character.
Del Griffin?
Yeah,
Del Griffin?
Del. What was his plan? Just
He had no plan. He was just looking for happiness and joy. And you find out later he didn't have anything.
Just looking for some type of connection, and he did.
I mean, you see how happy he is. He's over joyful, and that really bugs Steve Martin.
Well, it's like the thing with like his Dell's character. He doesn't have anything, so it's like, who cares about what I do? I can do whatever the hell I want because I really don't have anything to. I want to say live for, but I mean, he's just living. He's living for himself. I mean, he's living for himself.
Well, he doesn't have anything.
Yeah.
He just has his bags, and that's it.
Scratching his balls. I spent a year in summer camp, and
never did that. Never did any of that.
Yeah, I knew people who had strange sleeping habits like this. Not as comedic, but when you're trying to sleep and somebody's doing that one thing that just bugs the shit out of you.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, this scene has been going on for about 10 minutes, and it's like, oh my God. He just can't take it.
It is like watching like an old married couple.
Yeah.
You know?
Or as we like to call New York, Chicago.
Yeah, sorry. I'm never going to hear the end of it now.
I think I started it. It's my fault. I apologize.
No, I'd rather hear it from you than hear the fucking trollers out there going, "You fucking moron, it's fucking New York."
It's New York.
It's fucking New York, you idiot.
I can't recognize New York because Giuliani killed all the homeless people and
yeah,
cleaned it up.
See?
It doesn't look the same.
It's not the same anymore. 80s New York.
80s New York is dead, long gone. Yeah.
You're laughing, and then it's gonna hit you.
It's because it's so sad.
It does that flip of the coin.
Yeah.
It's just the way you can switch that quick it's a testament to how good writing is and how good acting is and how good like just directing people could be.
It makes the audience. You're essentially Steve Martin here because he's saying everything you're thinking.
Yeah, because you're like, fuck that guy. What a pain in the ass.
Throughout the film, you're saying everything you're thinking. So at the end of this movie, when he is heartbroken, you're even more heartbroken because you've been laughing at it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love this.
It's like, yeah, get him, Steve. Get him. Fuck Del.
See, right now you're looking at him, you're laughing, but it is so fucking heartbreaking. His life is being destroyed in front of you. Make sure it's interesting for the listener.
Here's how you do a movie.
This is the best line he has right here. That line right there gets me every fucking time. I like me. Oh, man.
Especially that little bit of hesitation. And look at that shot. Look at the left. The photo.
Yeah.
The wife.
That's the framing, perfect. It's like you don't. It's like the little details in there that it's kind of like that
He goes over and looks at her.
make us feel like a fucking schmuck.
When I first saw this movie, I was still kind of giggling because Steve Martin's lines are great. And I was then laughing at him, making him feel guilty because I'm already on board that this guy's an asshole. And again, I keep saying it. When you rewatch this movie, that is the most heartbreaking scene in the movie. Right there. It's just him tearing out his life and then him just bleeding out his heart in front of him. It's great.
And then he goes back to the bed with him, though. I mean, that's the thing, too. He's like, okay, I'm not going to go to the lobby. I'm going to...
That's the sucker punch of it. Yeah. It's a sucker punch of this movie where you think it's just a slapstick, comedy, but there's moments like that just happen that is so heartbreaking that you just don't know it. It's in front of you. Yeah. And this is amazing. Fucking Jay from Jay and Silent Bob has come through.
Oh, God.
Comes to your fucking room.
Snoochie Boochies.
Snoochie Boochies that sneaks into your fucking room and takes... I mean, what the fuck?
See, John Hughes has a habit of doing that too in his movies. Somebody's always getting robbed, which it's fucked. But I guess it's his one of the motifs in all of his movies is somebody's going to get robbed, and then you're forced to go on the road together and survive.
You know how bad you have to be as a criminal to break into a hotel room with motherfuckers in there and take the money? That is
with a knife.
With a fucking switchblade.
You are the most dangerous man ever. He could have killed both of them easily.
Yeah.
Cracker Jacks all over the bed.
I mean, what the fuck?
I mean, so that means he got up in the middle of the night, got some Cracker Jacks.
Is this the funniest scene right here?
It's up there.
It's up there.
It's classic. This is like classic slapstick right here. You're being spooned by somebody.
Oh my god. It's so good. Other than the obvious slapstick stuff like that, I love it when they're both on the same page for a couple things.
Yeah.
Those little moments where they're both kind of like, yeah, we're together in this. Those are the parts I really like.
After a very gay moment, you got to talk about football.
I can't take anymore. I've got to kill myself. Oh my god!
Oh my god!
This keeps getting worse.
Oh god, this now.
His underwear looks like a fucking a
it's
pillowcase.
A fucking curtain. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, Buffalo, New York.
Is this Chicago, guys?
This is Chicago. That looks like the Home Alone house almost, kind of, too.
I think it is the Home Alone house. Again, same universe. They're all they were doing Marvel crossovers before Marvel was even in film.
John Hughes-averse. Look at this fucking outfit. Fucking sweater vest, a fucking cardigan, and a bow tie.
I gotta get it.
He's got the cigarette too. He's so classy.
I gotta rock that. I gotta rock a sweater and a bow tie.
And look at the cat behind him.
the fucking cougar, the mountain lion eating the old man over there.
The weird taxidermy in a fucking diner. The hotel diner taxidermy.
Damn it, Wichita. There's another one. There's a fox to his right.
Oh, yeah.
It's Norman Bates' fucking restaurant, apparently. This woman has more makeup on than Tim Roth. Not Tim Roth. Tim Curry in It.
It's pretty much Dr. Frankenfurter who works at a diner now.
It's exactly what it is.
Oh.
Who the fuck carries $700 in cash?
Yeah, that's some fucking big balling shit.
That's some 80s shit right there.
Yeah.
They don't do, people don't
My
do that
entire
shit.
paycheck in my wallet. That's a lot of pizza, man. Oh.
Thanks, though. How did they get out of that situation? The chef just go, all right, fuck you, I'm out.
Yeah.
That is true. I wonder what they gave him.
A wristwatch.
Probably.
Serial killer.
God. John Candy's people. Dell's people who know people.
I always need a guy that knows people. That's the lizard.
Yes, that's him.
It's Dylan fucking Baker. It's funny how this guy right here used to scare the shit out of me, and then I see him in Spider-Man, and I'm just
You're like, ah, yeah, it's missing an arm. How can you be scared of that?
Dylan Baker. Get out.
He does play creepy characters. He played super creepy character in Happiness, and then he played another creepy character in Trick or Treat. So he knows how to play creepy.
I mean, he spits in his fucking hand. I mean,
yeah, I know. What is
hepatitis? Hepatitis. I mean, I don't know what the fuck is going on. It's like he's imploding.
To Wichita, Kansas.
He's imploding.
The best at Midwest hospitality, Wichita.
I mean, what's going on there?
Yeah, who makes that face?
It's like so stereotyped.
Yeah.
That's I mean, that is some crazy shit.
Yeah.
She don't mind.
See Mar's face, like, what the
Jesus.
She's
little mannerisms like that.
Oh man, her baby come out sideways. Oh my god.
Where the fuck's all this hate coming from now? Oh, there it is. Okay.
Mad Max's dog is under the fucking...
Did they step on that dog when they were
They
trying
might
to
have.
Is that Mad Max's dog?
It
looks exactly like
That's a
him.
mangy fucking mutt.
I'm telling you, pull up Road Warrior. It's exactly the same dog. One.
Fucking horse and carriages.
Love the shot of Steve Martin. he's so much pain. That's Max's dog, man. I'm telling you.
It's waving. Look at that.
So happy.
So happy to be alive. Just happy to be here, yeah. It's like, I'm going to live forever, guys. Like, okay, sorry, John. You're not.
Movie could have ended right there.
Yeah.
Been perfect.
Fucking burning barrels behind him. God.
Damn
What
it,
the fuck
Wichita.
is that?
Fucking Wichita.
Jesus. Bunch of
That's what
fucking
this movie should have been
hobos
called,
in a
fucking
train
Wichita.
station with fucking burning barrels.
I fucking love this song.
Those
right
Wichita hobos. Another thing, too. John Hughes knew how to pick his 80s music to a T.
Oh, it's fucking beautiful. I love the soundtrack.
I mean, you could roll credits at this point. It's such a fitting ending. And then fucking disaster.
Yeah, well.
Take it from me. Take it from a guy who rides the train,
you ride the train
every
every
day.
fucking day.
This happens way more often than you think.
Does it really?
Oh my god, I've seen so many people get hit. I was on a train that hit a person.
You think they would have perfected the train by now?
No,
they
not
haven't
perfected the train by
perfected
now.
people yet. People have not been perfected.
This
I like how
happens.
he turns into Del Griffin right there.
Of course.
To that girl. Because he said he was going to sleep, and he's just talking to her.
Mm-hmm. And the whole find your own means of transportation home is completely accurate. They don't give a fuck about you after the train breaks down.
Yeah.
This shit happens. When I watched this movie, I was like, dude, how can this like drive them somewhere? Nah, man.
Nah, good luck.
Happens
All that,
all
like,
the time.
manure. They're going through like manure.
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean, there's
God.
shit everywhere.
Jesus.
Go fuck yourself.
Well, it's the fact that everybody knew the fucking like deal. It's like, I guess we're getting off this train and fucking walking.
Wouldn't they just wait for another train to come take them? And
That could be
push 'em,
3 hours, dude. And that's from a tri-rail train, which is like essentially like a subway train. This is Amtrak is worse. Or whatever company they're on, it's worse, man. Contract. They're conning the shit out of you.
There's a nice little touch there.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I guess we're still in this together now.
Wild Bill Hickok next to him.
I
mean, what the hell's going on with mice? That's the most random
Mice
set.
in a box.
The choices in this movie, it's just
Yeah.
It's so.
These are. I'm sure these are based on real people that John Hughes has probably met or heard of. It's like one time I was sitting at a fucking train station with a guy with a box full of mice.
Kissing in public was taboo. Fucking 80s, man.
Fucking creep.
Movie I want to play.
Hank Williams Jr. in the background watching.
Yeah.
Why'd you fuck somewhere else, you fuck?
Ah, fuck you.
I have AIDS.
I have HIV. Smoking a cigarette. That was the universal symbol of post-coital sex in the.
Oh yeah,
80s and
you,
90s.
once you fucked or did something,
You have
that
to smoke a
was
cigarette.
kind of fucky. Yeah, you smoked that cig.
That's what people used to do in public places, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen. Smoke cigarettes all the time.
It was not taboo yet.
Yeah.
People loved cancer.
You know this.
Man, shut the fuck up.
I think even the bus driver looked up.
Yeah.
Bus driver thought he was on the road.
Don't make me turn this fucking bus
Turn
around.
this bus around. This fucking song's so whack. They just skipped the whole verse. You didn't sing the song right.
Shut the fuck up. Well, that was the edited version.
Yeah.
Edited for TV.
I mean, that's how easy it was back in the day.
Yeah.
Great.
Oh, fucking so.
Cock ring.
Or Walter Cockring. A bunch of suckers in St. Louis.
Grand Wizard of China.
Look, children. Ancient technology.
Yes. Arcade machines and telephones. Payphones.
Probably smells like piss.
That makes you look a little older, too. Peer pressure always works. Thanks. Thanks for making me feel like shit.
And he doesn't even have kids.
No. Eastern fucking Airlines. He gets so excited and then nothing.
Pissed off he is.
Yeah.
Look how many people are smoking. You got this guy smoking a cigar over there. He's smoking a cigarette.
I'm telling you, people used to smoke in nurseries. They didn't give a shit back in the fucking...
Oh.
Thanks for the cancer.
It's like back in the day, everybody needed to get like inoculated with a little like nicotine.
Yeah. You knew you lived if you smell like cigarette smoke going into work.
A chocolate turkey, huh?
Chocolate turkey.
Choco tacos, chocolate turkeys.
Gotta get the Justin, Matthew. We gotta get the cardigan with the bow tie. We gotta find that somewhere.
I can find. Yeah, I'm sure I can find a cardigan. I'll get you a cardigan by 5 o'clock today.
3 o'clock with nail polish.
Yeah, with nail polish, with red nail polish.
It's coming. My favorite scene in this movie. It's coming.
Yeah, it's on the way. It's just a slow burn to what the inevitability of what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Of course, nothing's there.
The fuck? No!
That's when the rental car places where your car, maybe it's still like this. They're 38 miles away from the booth.
Yeah. This movie really is realistic.
Yeah.
So.
It's like every shitty thing that could happen to you
Here it comes.
Traveling.
Oh, once the music hits in, it's on. Absolutely the best scene of this movie is about to come right now.
This is the fucking breaking point.
I mean, I used to play this song on my. You're messing with the wrong guy. It's in the soundtrack.
The walk
on the fucking highway.
Before people movers.
Yeah. Like, if you miss that bus, you're fucked. Because it's not coming back.
It's it. It's the end of your trip. I was reading somewhere where they said actual travel places did not want to be associated with this movie because of how they're portrayed. Opposite of Indiana Jones right there. It's just like... You're messing with the wrong guy.
Wrong guy.
Is he wearing ballerina shoes?
I don't even know anymore.
Here it comes. Anybody says, why should I watch this movie? I just put this
18 times.
Mrs. Poole.
Oh, Ed, you sound just like Dirty Harry there. See, what's fucked up about this is the type of shit you see, like, fucking kids do now on their fucking cell phones, though. But they're texting. They're not talking on phones.
I've seen bus drivers on the phone. So, yes.
It's like, what the fuck is that?
Greatest scene ever.
So I'm dying here.
Nowhere. There.
Fucking runway.
Now.
Oh boy, what? I mean, is there anything funnier than you can start by wiping that fucking dumbass smile
off your fucking rosy fucking cheeks?
That may be the greatest line in history.
Start by dropping.
It is the most
that smile.
It's so cathartic. It makes me feel so good watching him just unload on this woman.
Yeah, but then guess what? She only says about 3 words, and it's like, oh boy. You're fucked.
You're fucked.
Shut the fuck down.
That is inspired writing and inspired delivery.
Yeah.
It is great. That sums up travel in America in general. The company fucks you over. You get angry. A piece of paper is your Achilles heel.
Yeah.
You lose. It's essentially how travel works in the country.
God.
And he should have died here. That's where he should have died.
That should have been the end. And it's almost it's funny the way if he did die, it probably would have been a happier ending for him.
I know.
It's like
his
a fate
wife would have been a widow, and his kids would have been.
What is your problem? You insensitive asshole.
He's like, all right, I don't like you, man, but I dig what you're selling.
It's like, yeah, I put him there in the fucking street.
Oh, how badass do you have to be to pick a guy up by his balls?
Yeah.
I mean, what are we talking about here?
What are you hanging on to?
What's the science to that?
I don't know.
It's kind of a nice car.
What the fuck fucking fake wood.
You don't like the wood paneling? I love wood paneling.
I like the old school wood paneling.
Saddens me.
Oh, always on the bright side of things.
I wonder. I'm assuming it'd have been better if they didn't use an audio effect. They just had him like breathe helium and do these lines.
Yeah. Of course.
Go to flow.
I think what I love about this movie, if you've traveled anywhere, driven, flown, taken a train, this movie is going to remind you of one of those. Everybody has a crazy story about traveling.
Yeah.
And it can relate to everything that's happening in this. As ridiculous as some of these moments get, there's always the skeleton of something that somebody has experienced.
Yeah.
So,
It's just the embellishment of something simple.
Many people have had arguments with fucking rental car people or falling asleep at the wheel. Everybody's done that shit. Evil stewardesses, flight attendants, a train breakdown. It's all happened to you. I want the chair that can turn me to the left.
Yeah, that's a pretty. Yeah, I didn't know they made seats like that.
Only if your car has wood panels.
I'm telling you, get the wood paneling car. You get all those features, man. Don't fucking relax. We'll come back from that.
I know, yeah. It's like, damn it, I do.
Get you with your nuts a lot.
I need this car with the suit. It's got like a James Bond ejector seat in the damn thing.
Of course.
Why do you put your wallet in the glove compartment?
Oh, it comes back.
No, I know why. I just. Ugh. I love this. I think this is probably all John Candy right here.
I almost feel like he played the same song in Uncle Buck.
Yeah.
It sounds similar or familiar.
Jesus Christ. They're going like 115 miles an hour, by the way. See, that's all candy. That's all candy right there.
And the only reason we're not talking right now is because we're taking in this scene. In case anybody's like, why the fuck?
Yeah,
I thought this was a commentary.
It's mesmerizing.
These motherfuckers just watching the movie.
You're seeing John Candy essentially in a joyful state create something that would have been really boring. Not really boring, but just regular.
Yeah, just creating something out of like, okay, this is shit that we do all the time. Like, you're in a car and you're probably doing shit like that.
Oh my god, come on.
But seeing John Candy do it's a little bit different. Oh boy.
Who's getting hot in here? The death trap. This is like.
Yeah.
This is
like Final Destination type shit right here.
How does a fat man take off his coat in a car at 115 miles an hour? Do you brake? No.
Keep going.
You keep on fucking driving, goddammit. You never stop.
While the hubcap flies off.
Fuck a hubcap, goddammit.
Both
you
hubcaps
keep
off
driving.
I love how he just doesn't like stop and pull over.
As I'm saying, you could brake and your feet are still working. Brake.
Brake. Do something. Oh, well, until that happens. If you don't ask for help at all, like, I got this.
Well, I think he doesn't want to ask for help because he knows that
he'll never hear the end of it.
He pisses him off.
Never hear the end of it. Yeah,
and that
pride.
That makes sense.
It's pride fucking with you.
Pride. Oh yeah.
Fuck pride.
It hurts. It never helps. Ving Rhames was talking about planes, trains, and automobiles. Yeah. Now, Steve Martin is the button of this scene, by the way. The scene doesn't work without Steve Martin right here. This thing right here is like, hey, what's up? It's perfect.
That right there, that's the other scene from Due Date when they go over the bridge and just about. When they flip the car. But perfect button of the scene. Perfect button of the scene. And a hubcap, back on the car. It was brilliant.
Yeah, two of them I think came off too.
Yeah, two on the left, they're back though, magically. Or two on the right.
You gotta get a car with wood fucking paneling. Hubcaps just reappear, dude.
Here we come.
This is Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade with the boats, I believe.
Jean-Claude, like, on both.
On both cars, he's doing the splits.
Jeffy's here.
Thanks, ADR. Racer on a highway.
Yeah.
The little hint of smoke in behind the.
Is that the warden from Shawshank?
No.
Looked kind of like him.
He might have.
What a
all in the same universe.
Yeah.
It might have been him. Before he was.
Maybe not, though. I guess took a second glance, yeah.
I mean, does John Candy not see the trucks?
That's the thing. How far away were these trucks?
I love this shot. That's amazing. That part right there. He's the devil. It is hilarious every time. He turns into the devil. That is the best part.
I love how they don't stop either to see if they're okay.
Yeah.
Bye, guys. Later. Also accurate, because truck drivers don't give a fuck about you on the highway.
Like, we run the fucking road.
Oh, man. I mean, whose idea was it to turn him into the devil? That was awesome.
That almost like it's got a very Pee Wee Herman-esque scene, because they turn into skeletons, and then you see him as the devil, almost like Francis and Pee-wee's Big
Large Adventure. Marge? She turned into Large Marge.
Large Marge. Sorry about you. Oh.
Wood paneling.
Looks like I have the fucking decency of not hitting the trunk at least. A fucking gorgeous wood paneling ruined.
Just ruined my wood paneling. You turned into the devil, and I turned into a skeleton. You cannot ever laugh about this.
Can it get any worse?
No.
Oh, man.
He's always guilted in helping him with this fucking... This
I know. It's like, oh, my back hurts.
Massive...
Like, oh, fuck, I gotta help this guy again.
I mean...
Now, at this point, Steve Martin's gone through some shit. What do you think is really honestly going through his head at this point? Like,
I should trying to get home.
I should kill
is it just survival instinct at this point? Like, we have to get home, but I have to do it with you, unfortunately.
Great reveal of a non-reveal of the car, because we haven't seen the car since they got out of it. They hinted about the smoke and the cigarette in the background of crazy shit for the last 20 minutes.
They got that Chicago sign.
There we go. We're finally in Chicago. Finally. We're on a journey of getting the city right like they are. We're trying to get to Chicago. They're trying to get to Chicago. Great reaction. Great. Steve Martin sells it again.
It's like, oh, that's fucking par for the course.
Yeah, perfect. Now, we've all done this. Something bad happens, you laugh your ass off.
Yeah.
Done this millions of times.
Yeah.
I did this yesterday.
Well, what's good about this scene, I think, is that he's the first person to smile. Normally it would be John Candy, like, ah, ha, ha. But John Candy's the one that slowly comes around.
John Candy's
I love
afraid.
That.
He's afraid laughing.
Yeah.
Because he's like,
this guy's fucking lost it now. I broke him. What is yours?
Oh, man. What?
Stole my life.
Why the fuck? Kindness. That's why not? kindness.
He literally punches him.
Just the one time he struck him. Wood paneling.
I'm surprised that car is actually.
How does that work?
I don't know.
Did they piss on it or something?
Snow. They threw snow on it.
You would think everything would melt. The tires would be melting. The everything.
The gasoline would explode. Stuff like that.
Yeah,
little physics
small little
like
details, I guess.
that.
Oh God, the fucking steering wheel.
It's
fucking melted.
It's smoking.
Oh God.
Now this is the Danny McBride scene.
Yeah, pretty yes. Oh God.
Have mercy. That is a hell of a nice watch, though. The movie opens on it.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. In New York.
I think we're still not
in
100%
some
sure.
metropolitan city that apparently John Hughes really knows.
It was in Gotham City. It was in Starling City.
Central City.
Metropolis.
Casio.
I love how he rolls on his wrist. That's gross. Huh? What about that? In a Casio.
That was that song again.
Yeah.
A lot of motion in that song.
Yeah.
Comes back, you'll see.
I know, Justin. Damn it, I know. I don't want to see it anymore.
It's like watching my parents be murdered in an alley constantly.
Constantly, over and over. Damn it, Bruce. Stop thinking about that. Master Wayne.
Could you imagine there was like a KFC in the background, and every time Bruce sees a KFC, he's reminded of his parents.
Parents being murdered. Alfred's like, Master Bruce, would you like some KFC? Oh, Alfred, why would you bring that up?
Alfred. You know.
You know
me,
I feel
damn it. KFC.
You couldn't have said Brown's Chicken, Chick-fil-A,
Bojangles.
Popeyes. Bojangles.
Bojangles.
I love this part. I love this shot. Such a beautiful shot of him.
It's sad, too.
Yeah. And he sees that when he looks out the window, that shot of him, it's like the most pitiful shot of a human being you've ever seen. He's like in a husk of a car.
Yeah.
I mean, look at that.
He's got the extra fucking bed.
No human would leave that man in that car. damn, that's good stuff right there. I mean, is this his best? Is this? I mean, I gotta rewatch Only the Lonely, but this might be his best dramatic performance. I'm trying to think of another dramatic performance from John.
No,
Hughes.
this is his
yeah, I think so too.
People just don't remember the drama of this movie. Everybody, Planes, Trains, the comedy. Yeah, it's fucking hilarious, but man, there's moments in it where you're just like, holy shit.
Yeah. Just some real human moments.
Mm-hmm.
It's a holiday movie too, so I think it's a little bit more kind of special and heartwarming. Maybe a little more spirit to it.
Mm-hmm. This is the parts I like when they're on the same page.
He's got the picture still over there too of his wife.
Yeah. Jamaica Man. Cool Runnings prequel.
One day I will be in a movie with Jamaicans.
I'm gonna go to Jamaica, damn it.
One day.
Don't trust me. I'm gonna be there.
I love drunk scenes. You don't see a lot of good scenes when people are drunk or playing drunk.
I like good drunk scenes. This is a good drunk scene.
But the thing with drunk scenes, I mean, if I was a film director, I don't know how they really deal with it in terms of either drunk acting or drinking and then acting when you're under the influence of something,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if you did a scene like that, that would be the one scene for that day. It's like, okay, we're doing the drunk scene today, and nothing else.
21 Jump Street, it is. Got drunk for real. In the party scene, they were drinking for real. So,
see, I like stuff like that. Be authentic.
Back in the day when people didn't know what the word unique meant, that was a new word. That's so good. What the fuck is that?
I don't know.
This guy, I was having a conversation about John Candy maybe a couple weeks ago, and we're like, what movies to stand out? And that's why I got in the conversation. The guy had never seen Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, and I'm like, dude.
This conversation's over.
Yeah. I mean, people just say he was saying some good. He said Spaceballs and he said Uncle Buck, and I'm like, those are great films, but man, he touched stuff in this that he didn't do in those other movies. Cool Runnings. There's nothing dramatic really going on there.
He's running the gamut. Yeah. Even Stripes is more slapsticky than anything else. Yeah. No, of course.
This is why people ask for credit card information when you check into a hotel.
Yeah, you don't barter with watches and $17 anymore. The reason for that is this fucking movie.
This movie caused so much changes in the automotive and rental industry. This car shouldn't exist.
No. Still driving like a fucking champ.
Wood paneling. You telling me it's fake?
Spare on there.
concerned mother. I love the concerned mother. Like, what? Kids don't look. Kids
God.
look away.
So like these people heard the car coming behind them, like, what the fuck is that behind us?
I hear singing and a burning automobile coming forward.
And that car's still able to go 78 miles an hour? Bullshit. I call bullshit on that.
Bullshit on that. The car will be going 12. 12 miles an hour. Makes me want to buy a fucking Dodge, I tell you that shit. Give me a Dodge. You can light the bitch on fire. I'll still drive 78 miles an hour. Mr. Kind.
Pedometer's melted.
Oh, fucking Michael McKean. Wonderful.
I'll buy that.
It's like a negotiation.
Yeah.
Not a 1?
Not a 1.
Like I like the way the shots composed there when he's talking to him. And Steve Martin's off camera. I can only imagine him fucking almost crying with laughter the whole conversation. Him with the cop.
He's breaking at every moment.
Yeah.
Love that shot of him. Filling with his nuts again.
That's probably why he's smiling.
See? Thanksgiving movie. See? I told you this whole time. To think Optimus Prime saved Steve Martin.
God.
Beautiful country. Stuck in the back of an Oshkosh. It's what? It's
oh my gosh, it's Oshkosh.
Oshkonagins?
Oshkosh Kanash, or whatever. Oshkosh Kanash.
That's too much.
Oh my God, it's Osh. It's car's too fast.
So they make it to New York City. Wait. I got this backwards.
No, they made it to Boston.
Boston, that's what it was.
Austin, Texas.
Close enough. Paris, France.
Cross-country trek to Paris, France.
Of course. Now I'm getting my tissues out because this is where the sucker punch, and it's so like it's a double punch because even if his story was accurate, it'd be sad, but it's doubly sad when you realize what the real fucking story is.
I get sadder the next part after this, but this is pretty sad.
If it was all true, this would be really sad right here, but they build upon the sadness of this already and make it even fucking more sad. Yeah, it's like, this is sad. He could be his wife could be alive, and he could be working for the curtain company or whatever the fuck, and bring him home for Thanksgiving. It'd still be heartwarming. But no, they make it even fucking more heartwarming. They're like, no. John Hughes is like, nah, bitch, you're not getting off fucking easy. I'm gonna cut your fucking balls off. I'm gonna give you that shot of John Candy right there to make you go, oh.
Here it comes.
Here comes that fucking montage. It's like, Jesus Christ, John fucking Hughes, you son of a bitch. You brilliant.
Got Phoenix for $85.
Yeah, man. Show me, don't tell me. Use in full effect.
Oh, God. Building up the tears. I'm building up the tears.
Look at that turkey. Mouth watering. Get the fuck my wife.
Get the fuck that pie.
On the table.
On the table in front of the kids.
With the turkey.
It's natural. Don't worry about it. I like me. That shit right there. Woo! Look at his expression here.
Oh,
good God, that's good acting right there. That's good right there, man.
Train doesn't look like it's moving, did it?
No. Hey,
and reverse shot.
Stop that train real fast.
Oh, God damn it.
God, look at it. He looks ashamed.
Masturbating.
He looks ashamed. I mean, that's, oh man, so good.
It's like a child, being yelled at. Like,
yeah.
he got caught.
Caught with a cookie jar. Look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, oh, fuck, you found out.
I didn't even understand what that meant when I first saw this movie. It's like, what do you mean you don't have a... And then I got older. I was like, oh, fuck you. Sucker Punch. This bam. The movie is completely different than what you thought it was.
What? It pulls the fucking rug out from under you. Like, 8 minutes left to go. You've been through the whole fucking ride, laughing and not thinking much about it, but you're like...
That
all the
shot
fucking
right
pieces, you know?
Oh,
We're
man.
walking.
Look at that shot. That's why it's our banner.
Mm. Mm. This is the scene that made me fucking lose it. Shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up, you fat bastard. Get in here.
Slides down, hits his head dead.
That's how you hit the fucking movie.
In the movie just like that. This movie's taking another turn.
Cut the blood. The blood running into the white snow. That's how you fucking...
That is why Clive Barker doesn't do family movies.
Get the box.
Stan Lee's his grandpa, apparently. It's great things. His wife looks like he's been away at war. Like he's been in fucking Iraq. There's a moment here when John Caney steals a look when he's with his wife.
That's what gets me, man.
Oh, man, it's so good.
They have that moment with the wife.
Yeah. It's not even him. It's Steve Martin and his wife is fine, but just that look John Caney gives, it's just like, fuck. She looks like a painting. She doesn't look like a real person. Some kind of...
See, what gets me is he doesn't introduce the two of them. She already knows his name. Yeah. He already knows her name.
Yep.
That's what gets me. Good
writing. That look right there, so good. Oh man, he knows what that moment feels like. It's good stuff, man. That's good writing. Great John Hughes usage of music here.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is how you do it.
This is how you do it. Look at that. John Candy, slapstick, my ass. The guy knows how to do, did know how to do, God rest his soul. Moments like that.
Freeze on the smile.
Freeze on the smile.
God damn it.
What a fucking movie. Good movie. Matt died. Matt saw that smile.
I'm taking it in.
He's taking it.
Matt perished.
I take it in. It's you don't see shit like that. You don't see you get heartwarming every once in a while, but this is like, this is everybody can basically understand, and they've been there before, and they get that type of that feeling,
It's emotional.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I recommend the movie so much, man. It's just like good.
It's good.
This is
it's
good
shit
all around. Yeah, good all around shit. Good acting, good writing. It's funny as hell. Even for today, all of the things we'll talk about, it holds up. Super holds up.
Yeah.
Except for the smoking in public.
People just don't have balls anymore.
Too busy playing with them.
Yeah,
too busy playing with
like
your
Dell.
nuts.
People these days play with their balls way too much.
All right. Well, for John Candy, Steve Martin, Michael McKean, Mrs. Poole, what's in this fucking movie? Marathon
Ben
Rental Cars, Ben fucking Stein, Ferris Bueller's dad,
Kevin Bacon.
Kevin fucking Bacon, who's in one. Kevin Bacon's in one scene of the movie. It's for no reason he's in that scene.
People be like, "What's your favorite Kevin Bacon?"
Playing Strangers on Mills.
The movie where doesn't say a word.
He has no lines. And also for Matthew Stewart and Justin Polizzi, happy Thanksgiving. I'm DJ
and
Valentine.
for DJ Valentine.
Whatever. I don't count, all right? I don't have a home. My wife's been dead 8 years.
I don't have a home. Oh, God. Now we're supposed to feel sad for you? Sorry?
Yes, pick me up at the subway station. What the fuck are you doing? I've been here for 3 hours.
I'll be at the fucking Tri-Rail station.
Pick me up at the Tri-Rail.
Shoves him in front of the train.
You're gonna turn into fucking Kevin Spacey. Don't Kate Mara me. Don't Kate Mara me.
I have to. I wrote that story.
I love my wife. She is the peaches of my cream. The white of my egg. I love my wife.